Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Neon and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we'll be checking out the Kamaki-Akuma Bloodline in Shindo Life. Now this bloodline was recommended by you guys like a while ago on my Discord server, so sorry for the long ass wait. But in case you do want to join my Discord server to tell me what bloodline you want to see next, then I'll be leaving the link for that in the description below, so make sure to go check that out. Anyways, one last thing before the video starts is that we're super duper close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me out, please, I would very much appreciate it if you can help me get there. Obviously you don't have to, you can just watch the video as usual like I normally say, but it would really mean a lot if you guys could help me get there. Anyways, that's enough babbling about subscribers and stuff. In case you don't know, Kamaki-Akuma is one of the 9 character-specific Akuma bloodlines in Shindo Life. The other 8 being Bankai, Shiver, Satori, Rayon, Riser, Shindai, Sriracha, and Indra. That's quite a mouthful. It's also an eye bloodline with a rarity of 1 out of 350. Now, Kamaki's moveset revolves around using black spikes and flames to burn and deal damage. It also has a variation called Kamaki Inferno. Alright, anyways, that's enough of that, so let's finally get into the mode, as you can see. It's a really decent mode. It also has 3 modes, but they're a little bugged, so just ignore that. But this is the first mode. As you can see, you kind of get like this kind of sword kind of magma thing, and then you got this cool like kind of exoskeleton arm, which is very nice. Anyways, let's start off with the moveset. So the moveset is pretty decent. I think it's one of the best in the game. But yeah, as you can see, this is the first move called Blade of Island, as you can see. It kind of does AoE damage and does some burn damage to anybody in the area, which is very nice. Alright, now it is time for the second move, and it is called Destructo Disc, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, it does something. I mean, it's pretty okay, honestly. Honestly, I don't think it's worth the 1,000,000 Ryo that you have to pay for this, so, I mean, it's probably the worst one out of the, the 3. But, it's still pretty okay as long as your opponent isn't moving that much. Anyways, now it is time for the final move, which is the best one for sure. It's this one. Basically, any opponent that you get into, you basically like grab them, combo them a tad bit, and then you slam them on the ground, and then at the end you deal some fire damage, which is very, very nice. All right, now that we're done with that, we're going to be using the E-Spec, and that is going to be a counter, so let's just hit both of these guys real quick. There we go. All right, let's use our counter. Come on, hit me, hit me, hit me. There we go. Basically the counter, I don't know if you heard, but it's basically the Enderman sound effect from Minecraft. Anyways, now it's time for the Q-Spec, so here we go. As you can see, oh shit, he actually auto-dodged. Anyways, as you saw, it affected multiple people and did a lot of damage to the people that were affected. Alright, so now it is time for the final move. There we go, the C-Spec. There we go. As you can see, it like slams them on the ground and, deals some damage. It's very similar to the last ability, and honestly, it's probably the second best, maybe the best, depending on how you use it. Anyways, now that we're done with that, we're going to be using the second mode now, because this has 3 modes in total. Obviously it's going to say form 1, but it's bugged, so this is the second form, just so you guys. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the E-Spec once again. You can see, make all these guys mad. We only made 1 mad, so let's do that again. There we go, and let's use it. There we go. Hopefully somebody hits me. As you can see, it is the exact same counter as before, and like I said before, it did 180,000 damage to like I think 3 people, which is a lot. You divide that by 3, which is like what, like 60,000 damage, I think, something like that. So it's pretty decent overall. Now it is time for the Q-Spec, so let's get here. There you go. You basically kind of become like this monster dude, which I don't really recommend using all that much because it drains a lot more mode than you usually would. But it's pretty okay, so let's just get out of this. Hold on, let's stop taking damage. There we go. And now finally it is time for the C-Spec, so as you can see, here we go. You basically grab one person. I think it killed multiple people right there, but basically you grab a singular person, and it's very similar to like the C-Spec from the last one. All right, now it is time for the last mode, and that's going to be the third mode, as you can see, which is this one, and you basically become the Susanoo. And the Susanoo is really big. It's very distinct. It doesn't look like one of like other Akumas. It has a big ass nose, as you can see, so that's that. Alright, so we're going to be getting started with the E-Spec, and this is very similar to the second ability of Rayon Gated, but you have to aim it, so make sure you go do that. You can see, you basically, you put somebody in the moon, and yeah, oh shit, they're running after me, but yeah, you put them in the moon, as you can see. And yeah, honestly, it does a lot of damage. It's not bad, and it stuns them for quite a bit. Anyways, now that we're done with that, now this is something I do not recommend anybody use like at all in this bloodline, because there's not really a point, and that is going to be the Q-Spec. Now the Q-Spec, as you can see, look, has a 25-second cooldown, and as you can see, you basically just become the monster. And just look at the mode drain. The mode drain is crazy. I actually might run out of mode as we speak, but yeah, I do not recommend this at all because it takes forever to get rid of, and it's not worth it. Like, I mean, yeah, you do a lot of damage. Like, look, we're already at 500 mode. We're about to run out. Like, look at that, and we're out of mode just like that. and we didn't even have time to like deactivate the ability. Maybe that's just something for my end, but you just can't turn it off once you have it on. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the C-Spec, which is the one that does the most amount of damage in this entire bloodline, as you can see. Let's just use this real quick. Just look at that damage rack up. They don't stand a chance, yeah. But yeah, like it does, I think it does up to 150,000 damage to a single person, which is really good. It does not do that much damage overall to like people around, but if you're only 1v1ing a single person, it is incredibly good. Now let's just finish these guys up real quick. Oh god, that completely missed, but that's fine. We could just use something else. Anyways, apart from that, that's really it. That's all I really have to say about this bloodline. It's overall an incredible bloodline. If you do get this, I recommend you level this up. It's incredible. It's one of the best bloodlines in the game as of right now. It is comparable to Headless and other, you know, really good meta bloodlines at the moment. You can also pair this bloodline up with like Getsuga and also like maybe Rayon Gaiden, and you can make a really good combo moveset with that. Anyways, apart from that, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Like I said earlier, we're super close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could help me out, that would mean a lot. Obviously, you don't have to, but apart from that, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, peace out, guys.